Hi guys, here is a bonus fall treat week video for you today. It is Starbucks pumpkin scones. They are my favorite treat at Starbucks, and so I wanted to learn how to make them at home just to save myself a couple of dollars, but also so I could have them on hand whenever I wanted. But these are so delicious and even more moist than the ones you'll get at Starbucks. So let's go ahead and get started. The recipe is down below, so we're just going to make this quick. Basically put all of your dry ingredients together and then whisk that. And then you're going to cut up your butter into 1/2-inch cubes. You want to make sure the butter is very cold. And then you're just going to cut this in with a knife. You don't want to use your hands because it'll melt the butter. So just cut that in until they're small size pieces. Then put together all of your wet ingredients. And you're going to create a well in the center of the dry and put the wet in there. Use a spoon first to incorporate it and then knead it with your hands until it forms a dough like this. Then putting it onto a floured surface, you're basically just going to pat this out until it's about an 8-inch circle, making sure that there's a good amount of flour underneath and on top. So it's about the size of a cake pan is what you want to get it to. Then you're going to take a floured knife. This is just because the dough will be somewhat sticky, so you don't want it to stick when you cut it. You're going to cut this into 8 equal pieces. So basically you can cut this in half and then half again and then cut those pieces in half. And you'll be left with this, which is 8 semi-equal pieces. Some of mine were bigger than others, so you'll just have to watch that when you bake it. But then you're going to put this onto a baking sheet. If you don't have parchment paper, then just put some flour underneath so that way it doesn't stick when baking. And using some milk, just go over top and brush the top of it so that way it looks nice and golden. Then 425 is our oven temperature, and you're going to do this for about 10 to 15 minutes. I did 12 for the small ones and then ended up being 15 for the larger ones. As I said, I wasn't perfect in my cutting. Then we're going to put the glaze on top, and as I said, if I'm going too fast, the entire recipe is linked down below, so you guys can just go ahead and check that out there. But the glaze you want to make sure is not too thick, and you also want to add it on just about 10 minutes after the biscuits have cooled. So then we're going to go on with the pumpkin glaze. This just adds a little bit of taste, but also it's mainly for decoration. It is so delicious and yummy and smells so good because there's pumpkin in everything. And that is basically all that you have to do. These are the pumpkin scones. They are so delicious, so easy to make, and once again will make your house smell amazing. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and if you did, give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys, happy baking!